I remember in church, some of my favorite moments was definitely hearing the different testimonies.
Yes.
That was definitely one of my favorite moments, just because like you hear all these problems in the world from
Yeah.
different people, and it's like they always tell you at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, maybe it didn't go how I even wanted to go, but then it changed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just the fact that they had that, what you call it, that willpower to even share some of the stuff they even got
Yeah.
to share. It was like very like heartwarming and touching at times. And it's like, wow, like that's crazy. And I was young during those moments, but then when I got older, I started to realize it a little bit more, in a sense. But there was one point when it was more like in high school. Yeah, high school. I was like church. Not really thinking about church. It was a weird place, but there's pros and cons at times because it's not
Mhm.
because the church itself is a building. It's
Mhm.
not the building itself. It's what's the people that's inside of it that
Yeah.
could really make or break a church. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying? So like I was raised in the same like I went to the same church from like since I was a baby to now. You get what I'm saying? So like I've seen to youth come and go for multiple different reasons and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And one thing I really wanted to do, which I did do, was really just look from the outside in. So I was from the inside out.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, like let me look from the outside in because it's like you can find like there's great people in church, but at the same time there's still people that's it's still like hypocrites or bad people
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
different type of people that was like, oh, hold on, like you're making Christianity look bad. Because we could be like, let's be real. There's times like you see on the internet and all this shit. It's like you see people saying like, oh, if you go to church, like you're such and such, or you're a very judgmental person and all this other stuff. But in reality, it's really the bad Christians
Yeah.
that make like everyone else look bad.
And what makes even worse, sometimes it's the leaders.
Oh yeah,
It be the leaders in church that be the hypocrites, to be the one that give you the side eye or like judge you this, that, and the third. But yeah, y'all be the same with somebody. Yeah, come on down to church is that third. That's why. And I had talked to people like, well, why don't you want to be in church? It's like, bro, because like Christians are very judgmental. What do you mean? Like they tell me the experience. They're like, listen, like, the same very people that told me to come be the same very people that when I get there be judging me this, that, and the third, or be like, oh, like trying to like basically like groom them. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, oh, like if I come here and like fresh off the street and stuff like that, like there nobody's ever gonna be perfect coming in like their first day and stuff like that. They're not gonna be all spiffy up to like how you want them to be. No, like they're gonna come in exactly how they are and stuff like that, and just treat them with the love. Like one thing my aunt tells me all the time, like nephew, you gotta love people from where they are. Like you can't sit right there like whatever they live like that's what they're like that's their lifestyle stuff like that. That's stuff they're doing like in that time period stuff like that. People change because like I said like I told you I wasn't who I am now a couple years ago.
yeah,
Like so I'm walking in like let's say like my old self would walk in didn't know who it is and stuff like that. I would not even like we would recognize each other because like I said like people don't like when they come in like they're not gonna come in the same and leave the same. Like they're gonna come in you know how they are and stuff. Like, don't sit right there and judge them because like they're gonna come in, you treat you with love and stuff like that. They're like, you know what? I feel comfortable here in this out there. They're gonna keep on coming. Don't bring them in and just judge them like, oh, you're not supposed to wear this or not supposed to
yeah.
do like, no, like just love them. Like, literally, love on them.